Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Austin here, or Luna. So, today's video slash story is definitely a story where I'm not really the good guy. I sometimes think that all of the hacker experiences I've had and all of the weird things that have happened to me is all just karma for this one thing I did. And as I tell the story, you'll probably understand a little bit why I did what I did, but that doesn't make it right. I was definitely not in the right here. So enjoy a rare story time where I'm the dickhead, to say the least. So today's the story about the time that I hacked somebody's Twitch account that had 40,000 followers. And I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do. Let's get into it. So today's story time all takes place back in 2014. Now, I believe this was right before I started the Luna channel. So I wasn't doing YouTube on this channel yet. But I was about to start. And I also really, really wanted to start streaming. At the time, all of my friends and me were watching a lot of Twitch streamers. Twitch was definitely on a huge come up. And all I wanted to do was either YouTube or Twitch or both. And happy to say, many years later, we made it. But that's besides the point. At the time, I was watching a lot of stuff, right? And there was this one streamer in particular who I watched a lot more frequently than the others. And he is definitely one of the main characters in today's story time, okay? And you're probably wondering, Austin, who is it? Now, I so badly wanted to name him in this story, and I even texted him before making this video and asked if I could name him, but he told me he didn't want to be named. He didn't want to be publicly named in this story because he doesn't stream anymore, he doesn't make videos, he deleted his channels, and he has a very normal job. I think he just wants to live a normal life and leave all of that era in the past, which I kind of have to respect. I don't want to, put him on a 3 million sub channel and just revive a whole era of his life that he's done with. I just would rather not do that to him. If he ever lets me in the future talk about it, I will gladly make another video about this, a follow-up part 2, and I will talk about him and his channel. But anyway, there was this one streamer who I used to watch a lot, and I would definitely consider myself a fan of this dude, right? And I had IRL friends and online friends that watched him as well. And like I said earlier on before I started the story, I think he had about 40K followers, maybe a little under that or over it. I don't know. But it was around that range. He was pretty big at the time for being an early on streamer in 2014. And he streamed a pretty big variety of games. He used to stream stuff from Call of Duty to solo story games and MMOs and stuff. So he definitely had a pretty broad spectrum of games that he would play. And one day, just in 2014, like any other day, I was watching him on Twitch, and he was streaming COD, and he was going to do an open lobby. And I'm sure you all know what that means, but if you don't, it just means he's going to open up the lobby so fans can join. So I jumped on my Xbox 360, I loaded up Black Ops 2, because that was the game that he was having the open lobby on, and I joined him, and I got in. I was one of the lucky people that got in the lobby, and it was just a big free-for-all match. And we played for an hour in this match, just game after game after game. And as I was in this game, I was obviously fanning out, right? I was a huge fan of this dude. So any chance I could to talk to him, I would try and talk to him. And the more I got to talk with him, he seemed pretty cool, right? And fast forward another 30 minutes, he was ending stream. He was thanking everybody for joining the lobby, and he kind of started kicking people out. And then after that, the stream ended. But the weird thing is after he ended his stream, he didn't disband the lobby. So there was still me and 4 other people in the lobby that he forgot to kick. And I think he just went AFK or something, because we were just sitting in this lobby, me and all these random dudes, and the streamer wasn't talking anymore. His mic was muted, and we're just sitting there, and we're just hello, you there? You there? And he's not answering. So me and these random fans of this guy are just talking to each other about how we found his stream and about games we play and stuff, just talking to these random dudes, right? And about 5 minutes later, I hear the streamer's mic kind of shuffling around and moving. It sounded like he was putting his headset on. And yeah, he puts his headset on finally, and he's like, oh shit, my bad guys, I meant to end the lobby. And everyone's like, yeah, all good, man. And he goes, all right guys, well have a good one. I'll be live again tomorrow. If you guys want to join my open lobby tomorrow, I'll be on MW2. And I viewed this as my chance to become friends with this dude. This was my opportunity to actually talk to him off stream. And I was like, yo, real fast before you leave, I noticed you're not 10th Prestige on MW2. I have a friend that can unlock everything for you. He's got a JTAG, he's some hacker dude, he can get it for you. And he's like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. He goes, cool, well add me, and then tomorrow before stream, I'll join up with you and your friend and we can do that. And I was like, all right man, awesome, sounds good. He's like, all right man, have a good one. So he gets off, right, after adding me, and I'm stoked. I got this dude on my friends list now. Like, my favorite streamer is on my friends list, and I'm about to talk to him tomorrow off stream while my friend, like, unlocks all of his stuff. So I'm being a little fanboy, right? I messaged my homie, the one with the J tag, the one that was like a modder / hacker, whatever you want to call him. And I was like, yo, can you do an unlock all lobby tomorrow for this streamer? And he's like, yeah, who is it? And I sent him the dude's link, and he's like, yo, I watch this dude. Like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. So now we're both like fanning out, right? Now fast forward to the next day. It was before that dude was about to go live on Twitch. He hit me up on Xbox, asked if we could do the unlock lobby. I said, sure. I invited him to me and my homie's lobby. My homie hosted it. We did the 10th prestige lobby, got him 10th prestige, got him everything unlocked. He was thanking us, like just, being cool, right? And then after the lobby was over and he was about to go live, I took my opportunity. I took my chance. I was like, yo, so I know this is probably like an annoying question that people probably ask you all the time, but do you think one of these days we could just like play a game together off stream and I could like ask you some questions about streaming? Because like I'm a really, really like huge fan of you, and like to get advice from you would be awesome because I'm about to start streaming and doing YouTube myself. And he seemed kind of hesitant at first. He was like, maybe, man, I don't know, I'm pretty busy this week. And then my homie spoke up, the one that just gave him like the unlock all, the modded lobby. He's like, dude, I just gave you a service that I usually charge for free because my friend is such a big fan of you. Like, give him a little bit of some advice, man. It would take you 10 minutes. Like, it's the least you could do. I gave you everything for free. Come on, do it for me. And the streamer's like, all right, man, fine. Yeah, after stream today, like, let's talk in a private chat. And I'm like, bet, sounds good. So now I'm amped, right? I'm like, yo, my favorite streamer is about to give me some pointers on streaming and like what to do. Like, I'm stoked, right? So after he leaves the lobby and he goes live, I'm like watching his stream, talking to the chat, just kind of waiting for him to, end the stream because I just want to talk to him about streaming and stuff. And he ends up streaming for like 2 or 3 hours. And then after that, he gets off. And I'm so excited to talk to this dude, right? Like, I'm so excited to like get some info. And I hit him up. I messaged him on Xbox. I was like, yo, you ready to private chat? And he replies, he goes, give me like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. So I give him like 20 minutes. I eat like a Hot Pocket or some shit. I was just like munching, just killing time. And then finally he invites me to private chat. And in my head, I'm like, yo, moment of truth. Like, I'm about to get like some amazing advice from my favorite streamer. This is sick, right? So I joined the private chat. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? And this dude sounds like an entirely different person than the last like day or two. Like in the party with my homie while he was doing that modded lobby, he was so nice to us, like so cool. And then like in that open lobby we were in, he was really nice to me. So like this was weird. It was a weird change. He sounded almost annoyed with my presence. Like when I joined the party chat, I was like, yo, what's up, man? And the first thing this dude says, he goes, all right, so like what is it you need? Like you want like advice or something? Like we gotta make this quick because I gotta go to my girlfriend soon. And it's hard to even like mimic the tone of voice that he had, but it just sounded so disinterested. And even though it kind of sucked to hear him sound so like annoyed with me, I understood. He probably just wanted to chill, have a normal night. He probably didn't want to have like a 20-minute conversation about streaming. So I just tried my best to like write it off as like, okay, he's probably a little annoyed and like just frustrated and wants to relax. Like I won't say anything about it. So after he says this, I was like, yeah, man, I just wanted some advice like quickly because I'm trying to start streaming and doing YouTube and stuff. Like I have a channel right now on YouTube, but I'm about to start a new one because like all the subs aren't active and like, I just feel like I need a new name. And he goes, okay, what kind of content are you going to be making on the new channel? And I was like, probably the same content, like storytime stuff. Because that was what I was doing on my old channel. I was doing story times. It was just under a different name. And he's like, all right, well, like, tell me your channel name. I'll look it up right now while we're talking. I'll watch a video or two, and I'll let you know if I think it's, like, good or not. I was like, okay, man, cool. So, yeah, I gave him my YouTube channel name, and he looked it up. And I could hear him, like, watching one of my videos through his mic. And this dude didn't even get, like, 20 seconds in. Like, I wasn't even done with the intro yet. And he pauses it and he goes, yeah, man, this type of content, it ain't gonna make it on YouTube. Like, this, like, Call of Duty commentary stuff you're doing, it's been on its way out for a couple years. Like, views are down on them. You're probably not gonna make it doing this. And honestly, dude, I don't want to sound mean, but your voice, it's a lot. Like, you should probably wait a few years until you're, like, fully through puberty and then do something. Now, this shit crushed me, dude. Hearing someone that I looked up to be like, yo, your videos ain't it, and your voice is annoying. That's basically what he said without saying it. Was sad, man. It hurt. And I'm like, fuck. Like, that's all I could think in my head. I'm like, fuck, dude. So I'm sitting there after just being told that I'm essentially trash, and I'm like trying not to have a tear roll down my face. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, thanks, man. what do you recommend like I do like until my voice drops? Like, can I still stream? Like, I really want to stream. And he's like, nah, man, I wouldn't stream either. He's like, you're just too little. Like, you're gonna annoy people with your voice. That's exactly what he said to me, bro. This shit's so messed up to say to somebody. And like, dude, I ended up going against his advice anyway and making videos on the Luna channel and starting to blow up at that age. So clearly my voice wasn't that annoying. I know it was a little squeaky and voice cracky and kind of annoying, but like, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't that bad at all. Like, honestly, I think it's even better than how you sound now. Like, you should use me more often in your videos.
What? What do you want?
You know me. I'm young you. I live in your basement. I don't sound that annoying, do I?
Honestly, man, you actually kind of do sound annoying. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna be a fucking headache, dude.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, whatever, Squeaker. Why don't you go back to Chuck E. Cheese where you belong?
What'd you just say? What'd you just say to me?
Nothing. Just get back in the basement, okay?
I will not take any disrespect. Say one more fucking bad word about me, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Oh no, I'm so afraid. Ow. Ah. Fuck, dude. Are you insane? I can't even hit you back. You're like 14. You're also me from the past, so I'll just be hurting myself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of fucking hurt. That hurt me too.
Yeah, dude, we're the same person from different time frames. It's gonna feel the same for both of us.
I didn't think time travel worked like that, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. Come here. Give me a hug. Come here. It's okay.
Are you sure? It's okay?
Yeah, man, it's fine. Come here. Come here.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's all good, man. Just go back down to the basement. I'll bring you some food in like 30, 40 minutes when I'm done with this, and then we'll watch a movie or something, okay?
Alright, man. See ya.
You know, sometimes he's just misunderstood. He's a good guy when he wants to be. Anyway, back to the story. So this dude, he was telling me that I couldn't even stream. Like, my voice was so annoying, I should just stay away from everything until I hit puberty, right? And that shit hurt. Like, to my core, it hurt. And honestly, looking back, this dude was a hypocrite, because he was only like 2 years older than me, and he wasn't even done with puberty either. Like, he kind of sounded like a voice cracky teenager like I did, just a little bit deeper. So I was kind of hurt by this, right? Definitely pretty hurt. So after this, after he tells me I'm essentially, you know, not cut out for this, I told him thank you, because I didn't know what else to say, because I was just so, like, wanting this conversation to be over with. And he's like, yeah, no problem, man. I gotta go. Is that all you needed? I was like, yeah. And nothing could prepare me for what this fucking dude said next. This motherfucker goes, so you think you could, like, PayPal me for that? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, like, I don't usually give advice for free, so, like, $80? Does that sound fair? I thought he was kidding, dude. I was like, are you fucking joking? And he's like, nah, I'm not. Now at this point, dude, I am furious. Like, in the span of like a minute or two, this guy has told me I'm not cut out to be a YouTuber or streamer, and that I'm annoying sounding, and that I need to pay him for telling me these things. So I replied, I'm like, dude, like, my friend literally said that, like, this would be a favor for the Unlock All that he did for you. And he's like, yeah, I know I said that, but, like, after thinking about it, like, I've charged other people for advice in the past, so it'd be unfair to not charge you. Now, I didn't even believe that. This dude had, like, 40K followers, dude. I don't think people were lining up paying him money for advice. I think I was just getting scammed, right? So, yeah, like I said, at this point, I'm fucking mad, dude, and I'm not being cool anymore. I'm like, nah, this is done. So, after he tells me this shit, I'm like, yeah, dude, you know what? Fuck you. And he was like, what? And I was like, fuck you. I'm not paying you. You could suck a dick. It's not my fault you went back on your word. Like, this was supposed to be like a free piece of advice, and now you're trying to charge me. Like, you're a scammer. And also, your persona off stream is way different than you on stream. I think you're kind of fake. So, yeah, fuck you again, and have a wonderful day. And I left the chat. And I'm not gonna lie, saying all of that felt really good at the time, but it didn't feel good enough. I wanted to get revenge, and I wanted it now. So I hit up my friend immediately, the one that did the modded lobby for him, and I was like, dude, you are never gonna guess what just happened. And he's like, what? What happened? And I was like, this fucking kid gets me in a private chat and proceeds to tell me that I'm annoying and that I'm not cut out for this and that my content's outdated and it's never gonna work, and then tries to charge me money for saying that. And my friend's like, get the fuck out of here, you're trolling. I was like, no, dude, I'm being dead serious. He's like, but he said he was gonna do it for free, like, he was gonna do it because I gave him the 10th prestige thing. And I was like, I know, that's what I said to him. And he like went back on his word. And my friend's like, dude, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this. Like, you're either gonna be really, really mad at me or like be really, really happy about this. But I do this as a precautionary to everyone I host for. I pull their IPs, and I pulled his IP address, and I have it. Like, do you want it? Because you can do a lot with an IP address. And I was like, give it to me. And yeah, like a minute later, he sent me a message on Skype with this dude's IP address. And this is the part of the story where I'm not too proud of, okay? This is kind of where I started to crash out a little bit, kind of did some shit I regret, but it's already been done, so I'm going to talk about it. So after he gives me the IP address, I start doing some digging, some work. And with his IP address, I was able to get his email, his phone number, his name, his address, and his password. I'm not going to say how I did all that, because I'm not going to give a tutorial on how to hack people, because that is not what the point of this video is. And honestly, the method has probably changed since way back then. Back then, it was a lot easier to like get people's data and, you know, like breach into their accounts and stuff. Now it's a lot harder, so that's good. But I'm still not going to talk about it just to be safe. But yeah, I was able to get his password, most importantly, right? And when I got his password, I didn't know if it was going to be like an active password that he was still using or if it was just an old one. So I went on Twitch, I typed in his username, I typed in the password that I had, I hit enter, and guess what? It signed right in. No problems, no two-step verification, it just signed right in. And after this, I'm like, oh shit, I did not think I'd make it this far. And then I tried that password on his Twitter, and it worked. And then I tried it on his YouTube, and it worked. This dude had the same password on every single account he owned. I got access to everything this dude owned. And at this point, I'm like, yo, what do I even do? Like, I feel like fucking devious, dude. So I hit up my friend, the modder one that gave me his IP, and I was like, yo, check it out. And I shared my screen, and I showed all of the accounts that I had access to. And my homie's like, yo, how, bro? And I explained to him, like, what I did, and, like, how he had the same password for everything. And my friend's like, dude, he's a streamer with that many followers, and he has the same password for everything? Like, what a fucking idiot. And I was like, I know. And that taught me a valuable lesson, by the way, before I go any further with the story. Do not use the same password for all of your accounts. And definitely change it every few months if you can, because it's really easy to have your password leaked, and you don't want people getting in your accounts. Anyway, yeah, after I got in his accounts and I showed my friend, and we like had a good laugh about it, my friend proceeded to ask me, he's like, what are you going to do next? Like, you have all of his accounts now, like, are you going to delete them? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what's the revenge plan, right? And I didn't want to delete the guy's accounts because that would be too far in my opinion. Even though he really, really upset me, deleting his whole, like, you know, career would be horrible. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something that was like really, really funny and like a little fucked up, but not too fucked up. So I went online, I went on YouTube, and I found this video of this kid singing. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I loved it.
You know I know how to make them stop instead as I zone out.
I was like, yo, I'm going to go live and play this video on the streamer's channel. So I downloaded the YouTube video. I queued it up on OBS. I popped the dude's stream key in from the Twitch that I hacked, and I clicked go live. And within like 5 to 10 minutes, 100 people flooded in the chat, and they were just watching this kid sing and like spamming the chat, like, what the hell is going on? Did he get hacked? Did he get hacked? And then I went onto his Twitter and I tweeted the video. Now this next part, I'm very, very not proud of, okay? So after I went live on his Twitch, I ended the stream and I like was done, right? That was gonna be the end of it. I wasn't gonna do anything else because I thought that was enough revenge, and I would just like let him get his accounts back and I'd go about my life, right? Well, my modder buddy, my friend that gave me the IP, was like, yo, can you give me his stream key so I can go live on his Twitch too? And I was like, nah, man, I think we're good. Like, I think we got enough revenge. I think it's okay. And he's like, nah, man, fuck that. That dude went back on his word. He called you a bad content creator. Like, that's not cool. I got one more trick up my sleeve. Let me just do this. I promise you're gonna laugh. And I'm like, okay, if it's funny, then fine, but don't do anything too malicious. And he's like, okay. So I gave him the stream key. So he had access now to go live on this Twitch with like 40K followers. And a few minutes later, dude, it goes live. And I can't even say what the video was because I will get demonetized and probably age restricted on this video. But this dude goes live and plays one of the most outlandish videos I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, to this day, I don't want to watch it because of how gross it was. I can like kind of give a PG description. But basically, there was a guy in the video. His face wasn't in the video. And he had a jar. And that's all I'm going to say. If you know what I'm talking about, I am so sorry that you also know about it. And if you don't, then please keep it that way. Leave your brain unpoisoned from that video. But anyway, after he went live with this video, it was up for like a minute, and then he ended the stream. And within like an hour, dude, this guy's Twitch got banned. Like, literally an hour later, I would say, it got banned. Or suspended, let me say. I don't think it was a full permanent ban, but it was like a week suspension, right? And now I'm kind of feeling guilty. Because, like, I just wanted to have some fun, you know, troll him a little bit, this streamer. And now my homie took it too far. But at the same time, I'm to blame because I gave my homie the guy's stream key. So it's my fault at the end of the day. So after that, I felt terrible, but at the same time, what's done was done. So I just had to like live with what happened. And about a day or two goes by, and the guy got back into all of his accounts, and he locked all of his accounts down, changed his passwords and stuff. And on that second day, I got a message from him, the streamer, on Xbox. It said, "Yo, can you chat me real quick?" So I invite him to a private chat. He joins. And he sounds a whole lot different than the last time I talked to him. He sounds like almost happy to talk to me. He's like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Nothing. What's up?" And he's like, "So I'm sure you saw it, but my accounts got hacked. Like everything did. And like I got everything back, but you know, it was coincidentally right after I talked to you and after you like kind of cussed me out. And I just had to ask, bro, like, did you have anything to do with it? Like, was this you?" And I like hesitated for a second. And then I was just like, "Yeah, it was me." And he's like, "What? Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was me." And he's like, "How'd you do it? Like, what'd you do?" And I explained to him, like, from start to finish, how I got his passwords and stuff. And he was like dumbfounded that I was able to do it. And I was like, "Dude, like, you shouldn't keep the same password on everything. Like, that's really stupid. Like, don't do that anymore." He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna, man. I'm not gonna. But like, I'm actually kind of impressed that you were able to pull that off." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I guess just be glad I'm not a total dickhead because I could have locked you out of everything and then never gave it back." And he's like, "Yeah, man, like that's true. I appreciate that." And he was just being really nice to me because I think he knew that I was like able to fuck with him a little bit. And after like an awkward back and forth interaction, I was just like, "All right, man, well, have a good one." He's like, "Wait, hold on, man. Like, hold on." He's like, "I owe you an apology." I did not expect him to say that. And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And he's like, "Nah, man, like for real. I owe you an apology. And it's not because you hacked me and like, you know, you scared me or whatever. It's like something I've been thinking about. I treated you like ass, dude. You were a loyal supporter of mine and I got you in a private chat and I tried to get money out of you for advice. And quite frankly, I didn't even really give you advice. I just told you to not do this. And if someone told me that when I was your age, I would be crushed. Because guess what? I started this the same age you did, man. So like, what would I look like telling you not to start? So dude, like if you want to, do whatever you want. My opinion or anybody else's opinion doesn't mean anything. Like make whatever content you want. Your voice doesn't matter. Do what you want to do, man." And now I just felt terrible because this dude's Twitch was like suspended for a week because of me. And this dude's apologizing to me. And I'm like, "Dude, I owe you an apology, man. I'm sorry." He's like, "It's all good, dude. It's all good. I get it, man. If I was in your shoes and someone told me what I told you, I'd be furious too. And honestly, if I was able to hack someone, I would have probably hacked them too and deleted their shit. The fact you even gave me my stuff back surprises me." And I was like, "Well, I'm glad it's over, man. Like, let's just be cool." And he's like, "Dude, that's what I'm thinking." And bro, he kept me at it. And through this, we became cool. And when my YouTube career started to take off, like he was supporting me and like giving me advice and like being there and being a good dude, like a good friend. And at this point, he didn't have to. Like he got his accounts back. He could never really get hacked again because all of his stuff was locked down with like 2-step verification and a new password and stuff. So, you know, he didn't have to be nice to me anymore. He just was. So I respect that. But yeah, we became friends. And funny enough, he actually became friends with the modder dude that I knew as well. So yeah, we all became kind of like a friend group, which was really, really kind of funny because like it all started all because like we were dicks to each other. I don't know. It's funny. Like sometimes you really have more in common with your enemies than you think you do. And yeah, we became very close and I was friends with him for many years. And to this day, I still have him like added on Snapchat and I have his phone number. And from time to time, we'll talk. And every time we do, he's like, "Dude, was I fucking wrong about you, man? Like, I'm glad you didn't listen to me." And yeah, it's just funny, man. Like, it's a great story, and it's one of the most wholesome stories I have, and I'm excited to tell it to you guys today. Now, just to kind of end the story off, eventually he did stop streaming. Like a year or two after that, he stopped streaming. And I think he ended up deleting his Twitch because I could not find it today. Either that or he changed the name, I don't know. But he ended up going to college and he became a software developer. So good for him. That's a career path he wanted to do. So shout out to him for pursuing it. And as far as I know, he's living a pretty good life. You know, from what I've been told through him, he's doing pretty good. So yeah, that is the story of how I had beef with one of my favorite streamers, and then I hacked him, and then we became cool and became good friends, and we both went on to live happy lives. So I'd say it was a very happy ending for a pretty crazy story. So, moral of the story is, guys, change your passwords frequently. Don't give anybody your password or your stream key or anything that's, personal. And be nice to people online and in person, and just in general. Just be nice. Don't be mean. And stay away from nasty internet videos. That too. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys all later. Peace.
I'm staying up and you won't take my place. I made like 30 just a week ago and I'm not phased. I heard that song you dropped, you capping, now I see your fade. I made more money